We are just under 1 month away from Toronto Blue Jays starting spring training in Dunedin, Florida, and fans pretty excited over the team's recent signing, who is one of the best bats on the market.
We're really fired up to have you here today. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the organization. With that, let's get this jersey on.
Blue Jays making it official, welcoming Anthony Santander to the organization. The club signed him for a 5-year deal worth a cool $95 million US.
I can't wait to be with my brothers since day one in spring training and work hard, get better every single day, and go after the championships. That's what we're looking for. That's what I'm here for.
The 30-year-old is coming off an all-star season. He won a Silver Slugger for the first time in his career and hit a career-high 44 home runs with the Orioles. He's now going to a team that had a disappointing year and missed the postseason.
That's baseball, there's a lot of up and down. But I saw the Blue Jays, I saw there's big names in here. We got Bud, we got Vladdy, Springer, Berrios, Guzman. I think we're going to be good because the talent is there.
It's been a tough offseason for the Jays in free agency. They've been in the running for a number of players, but were always the bridesmaid and not the bride. Santander is one of the big and exciting moves they added to the roster, but are the Jays trying to make more moves?
We have a pretty good understanding of what is there, what is available to us, and as they become more real, then we'll present those and hopefully have avenues to improve our team.
During the press conference, Atkins actually said that they had Anthony's jersey going around the office for months because they were anticipating signing him with the club, and that this is a big win for the organization. Reporting for City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.
Can you put this into perspective, how significant this signing is, not only from a team-building standpoint, but from a stop-the-bleeding standpoint for the Blue Jays this offseason?
Yeah, we're talking about something else now, which is what they needed. I think 5-6 hours ago, when we planned to talk this evening, it was probably going to be about how big of a mess they made on Friday with Roki Sasaki. Now we're talking about something good. And Santander has made sense all offseason, guys. This is an easy fit. They need power. He hits for power. They need lefty. He can hit lefty as a switch hitter. There's nothing complicated about it. It just makes sense. And this has changed what we are talking about. We're not talking about them coming in second. Somehow nobody's reported who came second in this. It's funny how that changes when the Blue Jays are not there to crap on.
Good
by certain
point.
Folks.
Where's that report? Where's that report? Yeah. Who else was in on this guy?
It's funny that nobody's tripping over themselves to tweet that out for 100 points on Twitter.
Maybe
in a few minutes
kidding.
Here.
No kidding.
But this one just makes sense, guys. And we are no longer talking about Roki Sasaki and how ugly that was. And this is what the Blue Jays want. They want to get away from that narrative and want to get away from being that second place, blah, blah, blah. And guys, I was excited when I was coming on. I saw the tweet about the Blue Jays are Screech. And this might say a little bit more about me, but I thought we were talking about the Black Rum. And before I watched the Twitter clip, I know a little more about Black Rum than Saved by the Bell. I was getting excited, but we're not talking about that anymore.
No,
it's a win for the Blue Jays, and Santander is solid, rock solid. Everybody loves the guy, and he does what the Blue Jays need. It's a win.
Keegan, do you think there's anything leading into spring training and bringing it back to the Dome for the start of the season that this management group could do to get the fan base kind of off their back? Like, is there anything that could possibly make that happen?
Vladdy. It's always Vladdy. I think at this point, and if they can
find a way to say that they might have to overpay to ease the fan base. That doesn't even make sense to say that.
It's tough. It's tough because in this position, you're not getting a discount on Vladdy whatsoever. You need to be pushing beyond what even his top market value could be. But to hardcore fans, and I think to casual fans as well, which is something, guys, I try to remember. The average baseball fan is my buddy who watches a game a week. It's my mom. It's your uncle. They love Vladdy. That's what's going to get 90% of fans. Not the loudest fans online, but most fans. That's what's going to get them back in, is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. being a Blue Jay long-term. Bo Bichette would be another one of those, but I think Vladdy is far likelier and has expressed that more so. With Vladdy, guys, it keeps coming back to him. Everything comes back to Vladdy because they're trying to get someone to take their money. They're trying to have a long-term star. And they have proven, as they chase after Juan Soto, Corbin Burns, Shohei Ohtani, they've proven they've got money. if you're Vladdy and his agents, you're pointing at all of those saying, beautiful, beautiful, because you know the Blue Jays have that money if they want to spend it. Not only is Vladdy good, he is beloved. He is a face of a franchise. I don't think there's 30 faces of a franchise in baseball, guys. It's about being more than just the best player on your team. Vladdy's embraced it. He's embraced the city that's not always been embraced in baseball. And I think Vladdy is still the big one. He's going to be that big one. It's going to be the story, the question on the first day of camp in, God, I'm scared of myself. 3 weeks here. I need to get myself together. But this is going to be everything revolving around Vladdy still.
So, Keegan, if you have a crystal ball and it comes across your desk and it says, Vladdy signs a long-term deal, what is there a number you have in your mind, a term? Like, what would this look like that you would be like, okay, they got it done, and it might be an overpay or whatever, but what does this look like?
At this point, it would probably start with a 4 if you're doing it right now. And annual value. I mean, I need to do a better job of this, of speaking in annual value. We do a better job of that in hockey and other sports, but the term matters as well. You're probably talking 10 or 12 years. So what's the annual on that? Is it hovering around that 40? Is it 38 where the Blue Jays can get him if there's more term involved? Term matters a lot. This 5th year mattered for Anthony Santander. Year 6 mattered for George Springer. Year 4 mattered for Hyun-Jin Ryu when you're a veteran. I think it probably starts with a 4 at this point, and you've got to be getting pretty close to that $40 million mark at that point. Now, you're paying a premium. You are paying the top value. Probably a number that Vladdy isn't going to grow much from through the year, but that's the cost of doing business right now with a guy who, frankly, guys, Vladdy holds all the power right here. Mm-hmm. This is in the palm of his hand right now. He's playing it well so far. I think he's going to play it well.